All right, here's the video for Sunday, June 30th. We'll be talking about the Good Samaritan here in Kids Under Construction. First activity is the Be Kind bag. It's almost like a hot potato sort of activity where you're gonna have all these different items right here in the bag. And then if you have some sort of way to play music, you can play music as kids pass the bag around the circle, and then you stop the music, or if you don't have music, you could just say stop. Then whoever has the bag reaches in and pulls something out and has to explain how that item could be used to show kindness to somebody else. So there's a pack of tissues. You could give tissues to someone who is sad and or maybe sick. There's a snack. You could share a snack with somebody. There's a drink. You could share a drink with somebody. You could use markers to draw a picture or do a craft or make a card for somebody. The picture of the watch. You could just spend time with somebody if they're feeling lonely. There's a toy, you could make a toy for somebody or give a toy to somebody, or this might even be something where you invite a friend to come over and work on this together. So all kinds of different things throughout this activity. So you'll have 6 different rounds of that hot potato type game where kids are passing the bag, reach in, and then explain how that item could be used for kindness. Next is kindness catchers. So these are kind of, I guess they're most commonly called a cootie catcher. There's instructions on how to fold them here. But then kids in your group can use markers or pens, and on each little triangle there, they can then write or draw a way that they could show kindness, so that in the end, they can use their whole thing to do the little game that goes along with it, and then they could open the flap and reveal a way that they could be kind. So that activity continues on the back. It could be examples. I could unload the dishwasher, I could bring an extra Gatorade to practice, so on. And then of course the discussion point. Last one is a card game. Over here we have a bunch of different cards. There's 2 of every card. So this is gonna be played kind of like the old maid game. Every kid has 4 or 5 cards in their hand, and then the cards get passed around. Kid is constantly taking one card into their deck of cards in their hand, and then passing a card that they no longer want to the person to their right. Whenever they have a matching set, like if they get a librarian card and they already have a librarian card, then they would put those matches down on the ground, and it continues until all the matches have been made throughout the group. The Samaritan card right here, this is the only one that does not have a match. So when the game is over and all the matches have been made, or you run out of time, whoever has the Samaritan card is the winner. So the rules are outlined here specifically, and then there's the discussion point as well. But it's just being others aware. God wants us to treat others the way we want to be treated. How did the Samaritan treat the injured man? So just being aware of all the different people in our life that we might come in contact with that we need to think of how to show kindness to. So those are your 3 activities for the story on the Good Samaritan.